Hello there, this is Ame Gakita, the old man casual VTuber who seems to have hurt the feeling of many fanbase in Nijisanji. So this is not an apology, it's just an address of what actually happened, as well as kind of like giving more of my take on how this whole situation seems very stupid, how ridiculous, and also at the same time proving Nijisanji fan base are really as stupid they are. I'm not gonna say that I'm not stupid because when I thought trying to have a conversation with them, it just made me feel even more stupider. So good for you guys that I became so stupid because I decided to take out that one life out of my 9 billion life. So I put up 2 tweets that actually address the misinformation that have been spreading online in regards to how the talents of Hololive member have been. So recently there was some spread of information by Lemmy that indicating that she was not happy working in Hololive. Another information that was also being spread was actually in regards to Gargra also not happy about being in Hololive. So it all stemmed from one simple thing, the start of the graduation of Aqua. So when she graduated, obviously people tried to capitalize on that, and I put up the suspicious that maybe the one who spread the misinformation are haters and antis of Hololive. But at the same time, it's kind of like using past cases, past happening whatsoever. Anyone who know and follow VTuber scene for who know how long when like me, not even like when there is past cases, you have to like say that like there has to be a possibility of it done by that one suspect. It doesn't mean that that all the people are doing that, because when I say that though there is a possibility of the Niji sister, I'm only addressing that one Niji sister. I'm not saying like all the Niji sisters. Just in case you guys want to indicate that there must be S. Because the thing is, right, it just shows how S when the reply actually got, especially more so from the fanbase of Nijisanji. So it's kind of interesting that the tweet that I put up had 3 different points in which that it can be taken in 3 different set, 3 different views, and yet Nijisanji fanbase decided to take the worst out of them and became the stupid out of them. So when I put up the misinformation spread by haters or anti, it is indicating that the person who spread the misinformation of Lemmy's stream is basically there is a possibility that a person is a hater of anti of Hololive. It can also mean that the person can be a fan base of any VTuber or any company along the line. It's just more so that when I point out that when you're using past cases, mostly you will definitely highlight the one that tend to kind of like do a lot of things attacking Hololive is always the Niji sister, the fan base of Nijisanji. So it's not unheard of, and it's not that it haven't happened before. It happened before. There are cases of it. Yet Niji's fan base always tend to go with that they are not the one who do it, even though there is evidence showing that the one who do it is from their fan base. So I know some of the fan base on Nijisanji decided to say, hey, they are not real fan, they are just troll, they are anti, they are fake fan. Even though those kind of fake fan or troll or anti are actually have been supporting the talents on Nijisanji all this while. Very interesting name. So when you think about it, obviously I'm calling that kind of people out. For some reason, all the fan base decided to say that, hey, I shouldn't be dragging it, I shouldn't be highlighting this as the case of Nijisanji. Which I kind of like want to highlight that when I put up the possibility of Niji's sister and that there will be a stretch. Understand simple English, alright? Unless you need me to teach you what is 1 plus 1, because the thing is when I say that there is the possibility, I'm giving the benefit of doubt to you guys. I'm telling everyone that although there will be some people saying that, hey, there is a chance that there may be someone from the fanbase on Nijisanji doing it. It is the possibility of that one fan. I'm not saying everyone. It is interpreted in that way. And the second way when it can be interpreted is also that if anyone do say that Nijisanji fanbase is the one who spread misinformation, do not trust it, because there is no evidence to do so, because I'm giving you guys the benefit of doubt. But somehow, somewhere, people just don't understand it and saying that I'm just trying to get views, trying to get some sort of hate along the line or trying to get some sort of engagement by stating that I'm trying to make it that it must be Nijisanji. I'm just highlighting a possibility and giving you guys the benefit of doubt, and yet you guys can't even bother to understand that, which later on I have to, because after some back and forth with some people who can't even understand that simple logic, that I have to pop a second follow-up, which is basically I state that it was a possibility with a stretch, which means that I think there is a chance of it happening, but it is a very doubtful evidence, and I just putting it very nicely. Which is the reason why I say that I also kind of like say that I also say that maybe you guys want to call the one who do it and those who actually previously call them out. Like, why don't you call them out? Why call me out? I'm using past cases as one of the backup on the highlight. You guys just feel very bad hurt that those people hurt your reputation. If you guys don't want to be called the Nijisanji sister, then how about just say that Niji sister is the words for those who are the fake fan of Nijisanji. Just call yourself a new base, the fan base of Nijisanji. Just address yourself as that. If you guys are so butthurt about me hurting you guys, then why would you guys be butthurt about one simple thing where I'm giving you guys the benefit of doubt? I'm not saying that you guys did it, but yet somehow the way the reply I get have always been very aggressive, very defensive, that even some of them who claim that they want to have a fair conversation, I have a fair conversation, and slowly I realize that they are not even trying to make me, they are just trying to make me feel look stupid. And I later found out that the way they go about is they are defending themselves. So it's really kind of like very weird when people say that why is Nijisanji have a new term called the Niji Defense Force. It's because the way they go into defensive mode when someone talk badly about Nijisanji is amazing, and I got a lot of attack. Some even say that they are not harassing me, they are not attacking me, they are not saying anything bad about me, but somehow, some way, somewhat, they decided to just make a joke out of me going along the line of attacking me, even I receiving attack, hate, as well as attacking my fan base, the Ring Gang. Which is totally uncalled for. I mean, like, you guys want to call me out, by all means, go ahead. Don't hide behind saying that, oh, I'm not attacking you, or maybe, oh, someone just making a joke, or oh, someone is not happy about it, and saying that the fan base is really must be also the same. Yeah, this just proving you guys are, if you guys go with the logic that the fan base is the same as the VTuber, then what you guys be acting is just basically the same as what the talents of Nijisanji are, which I say is very stupid. If you guys are so stupid, don't understand simple logic, then you guys are proving that using that same logic that you guys throw at me, that you guys are actually indirectly scolding your own talents that you support all this while. And yet, for some reason, people are going to go with and take this out of context, saying that I'm saying that Nijisanji talents are stupid, when I'm saying that I'm using you guys' logic. So it's really kind of like weird that why people will always go with the weirder logic and try to attack me even though I'm just giving you guys the benefit of doubt. Which is the reason why I say that would be a stretch. I don't think it's you guys doing it. I just saying that there may be a chance of that one person from a Nijisanji fan base doing it, but I'm not saying you guys. I'm saying that one guy made that one beggar and somehow all the beggars start coming out. So that was actually kind of like made me really wonder that when people start attacking me, I actually kind of like make it very doubtful that am I being harsh on you guys? That have I been kind of like saying that maybe I've been suspecting you guys too much, too many time, too crazy time to the point that maybe I should not be doubtful of you guys, but somehow the way you guys just go and attack me, just proving that maybe you guys are also kind of like maybe did it but just don't want to prove it and just feel hurtful that when someone call you out, you guys just feel guilty and just decide to go defensive. I mean, like, if you guys don't feel like if you guys want to point it out, just say it that hey, we didn't do it, move on. Or maybe just ignore and just move on. Why just go and start attacking me and start attacking everyone along the line saying that, oh, well, it has to be Nijisanji. It would be even amazing when one day out of nowhere turned out that it was actually a fan base from Nijisanji. And then what will you guys talk about? Nothing, right? So later on, I decided to go and post on a Reddit called Kurosanji, which also later did cover by one of my friend Salvi-san, and he did kind of give me his point of view, so I'm actually grateful for Salvi-san for pointing that out. And I'm actually kind of like I'm actually asking, like everyone, because I know that some Nijisanji fanbase say, hey, I'm trying to give you guys the benefit of the doubt. Maybe you are trying to have a good conversation. Dude, you guys never have a moment of conversation when you guys start attacking already or going into defensive mode. A conversation go two ways, not one way. You guys going one way on me, how do you expect me on not going one way on you guys as well? So, I decided to ask on Reddit on Kurosanji, where I actually asked, was I being harsh on the fan base of Nijisanji? Yet somehow that one actually got a lot of Nijisanji fan base unhappy because they say that I'm going to the ready to cry about it. Ah yes, I'm crying. Very interesting. I wonder because I actually asked if it just proves that how stupid they are because they don't even understand the whole thing when I asking like, am I being harsh? I'm just kind of like wanting to ask for advice that have I been doubtful of Nijisanji fanbase all this while? And yet Nijisanji fanbase decided to go full idiotic moment and saying that I'm crying. Don't even understand or even read the whole damn story. And just to give you guys the too long didn't read moment, I actually said that I posted a tweet, got the attention of some fan of Nijisanji and ended up with me wondering, was I being harsh on them in the first place for doubting them or giving the benefit of doubt that there may be a chance of the Nijisanji fan base, one of them being the one who spread the misinformation. And somehow they got note of this and decided to just downvote it along the line, saying that I'm being idiotic along the line. And it's really proved one of the thing that Aston Craig's son actually pointed out. The fan base of Nijisanji is currently split into two: die-hard blind follower of Riku, as well as those who have their eyes open and acknowledge that Nijisanji and their talent have made mistakes and need to be acknowledged and corrected. I will highlight this interesting fact for you guys. I have a few fan in my ring gang that are also the fan base of Nijisanji. Needless to say, they belong to group 2. And we have been highlighting that we are vocal about Nijisanji because we want the Nijisanji to grow and be better. But yet, there is always the fan base of number 1 who claim that I'm being a hater of Nijisanji. And I just highlight, as I had pointed out in my Reddit post, that I had given up on that and I just end up pointing the issue with Nijisanji instead. Because hoping for them to be the better is just saying the same thing as hoping that the Nijisanji fan base, most of them who is the so-called high die-hard fan, to have a moment of a change of heart. But somehow, someway, somewhat, the way they start attacking my character, my fan base, which is totally uncalled of, and yet it's just, to me, which is the reason why I say it's the most stupid thing, because they just couldn't stop attacking me and just want to not move on. It's kind of interesting that they decided to just go full on idiotic and attack instead of having a proper conversation. And even though in some instance when I try to steer that into a proper conversation, they are nowhere saying that, oh, you're not going to have a proper conversation with us, you're not asking us the right question. Dude, from the start, do you expect me to say, like, okay, let me give you another metaphor so that you guys can understand. You're expecting me that after getting punched in my face that I have to not punch you back in the face and say that, hey, let's have a talk. How about you're the one getting punched by someone else and then you tell the other person that you could, let's have a talk. Yeah. Let's see how that go for you. So, I was actually happy to have a more conversation on the Reddit itself, as they actually do point out a lot of things, including the part about the origin of the Holobro and Nijisanji, the Niji sister. So it's actually kind of interesting that the Holobro was the one who, because there was a lot of fan base of Hololive, and mostly are males. So when there is a lot of male fans, they are called the brothers or the brotherhood. Or so in short, instead of calling the Hololive bro, they shorten it to Holobro. So when that actually happened, it doesn't matter whether you are a male or female. If you are a fan base, you are mostly called the Holobro. It's the same way that they don't want to call their the fan base of Nijisanji the Niji bro, because Nijisanji want to be different, so the fan base and 4chan decided to just name them Niji sister, the opposite of brother. Unless they prefer to get called Niji mother, Michi father, Niji baby along the line. At this point of time, I feel like Niji's baby seems to be more appropriate against the Niji fan base at this time. So it's kind of interesting that when I look at the whole situation, yes, it was a joke start from 4chan, more on the way to kind of like make a joke out of the fan base on Niji's sister, and which later on Niji's sister decided to just say that, hey, Niji's sister, since there is the holo bro, then we should be calling ourselves the Niji's sister along the line, and somehow, someway, somewhat, Niji's sister decided to call themselves Niji's sister because it is what it is. Interestingly, it's actually more so that the reason why they decided to call themselves as that is because they want to differentiate themselves from the fan base of any other VTuber company or agency, depending on how you want to call it, as well as that they did also kind of like saying that they must be called that. The reason actually very simple. The Japanese and the Chinese decided to call themselves as that is because the female fan at that time after the debut of Lucian's was later so much that there was more female fan base than male fan base, which is the reason why they decided to call themselves the Niji sister. So the definition of a joke of a fan base became the fan base name itself. Later on, as more and more people start joking about the Niji sister and giving the bad name to Niji sister, showing how idiotic and how crazy the fan base on Niji sister are, the fan base on Nijisanji are in a way. So when you think about it, obviously there will be some people saying that, hey, let's start using it. But how to prevent people from using it? The best way is to gaslight everyone that it is a R slur. It wasn't an R slur at all. It was just a joke name. But somehow, from a name that was a joke to the name that must be called, and yes, some people say that they were never having Nishi's sister insisting themselves calling Nishi's sister. You had never been to Japan and China and see how was their fan base there is. So when that actually happened, so somehow, somewhat, Nishi's sister evolved to become an R word or a bad word if you want to call it along the line. So it's really kind of like idiotic how this whole ordeal become. And when I pointing out that it is that one fan, for somehow, some way, somewhat, someone decided to call out that, hey, there is an R slur. If you guys are not Niji's sister, then why are you guys acting on it? Do you have a guilty conscience? Are you so mad about it? I'm calling out the problematic fan base, and you guys attacking me for calling out that fan base? Are you part of that fan base? Do I have to tell you guys how crazy this whole audio are? And more so that if you guys go and check out Salvi's video, he support most of my view, and I really kind of like have a talk with him that it's not that I'm being harsh. It's you guys are so defensive, start attacking, and I don't know if you guys want to know, I got a lot of notification from you guys attacking me that made me really wonder, like, why are you guys even doing it? So I actually decided to do a last post to the fan base of Nijisanji. If I tweet about a possibility of a fan from Nijisanji spreading misinformation about Hololive hurt your feelings so much, you could have just moved on and ignore the tweet. Why so mad? Unless you did it. So, it's not the one that I actually said it. Someone by the name of Kaiju Kusa, he actually also do the same thing. I mean, like, if you guys are not Niji's sister, then why are you guys get so agitated over the word Niji's sister? I'm saying that one problematic, and that is giving you guys the benefit of doubt. I'm not saying that you guys do it. For somehow, some people just say that I'm hurt, you guys are hurt. Oh, I guess that you hurt, I hurt, we all get hurt, right? Well, it's kind of interesting that when you think about it, it's really just show that for some, like when you use the word Nijisanji or the Nijisanji fan base or the Nijisanji sister or the Nijisanji defense force, I think at this point of time, let me give you guys the new name, Niji baby. Because the way you guys are acting like it's just like a baby. Not a child, not a teenager, but a baby who loves to cry over every single thing. If you guys still disagree with it, move on. Why bother even watching this video in the first damn place? But anyway, it's really kind of interesting that when you think about it, even like Kyo-san in the past did something like that, and he did actually point out that no one using Niji's sister on Twitter remotely even aware of the origin, and that it was the Niji's version of Hollow Blow at the time, and for some reason it was what the die-hard Nijisanji fan base been calling themselves. And it's die-hard. Notice that it's the die-hard. So when some people claim that they are the fan base of Nijisanji, if you never call yourself as that, then by all means go ahead, don't use it. It's just that it's a word that have been joked about the crazy fan of Nijisanji. It was and it has always been. For somehow the Nijisanji fan base are mad about it. If you got really the problematic fan base, then obviously you'll be the one who get hurt at this point of time. But I don't know. I mean, like at this point of time, it's really just crazy how the fan base on Nijisanji are even go to the point of attacking me and even trying to say that, hey, we are trying to have a conversation with you. Why you go and cry in Reddit? Dude, go and check the Reddit properly that I posted. I don't want to talk about this too much. I'm actually said it. You guys started it. I'm just highlighting that there's a chance of it happening, but I'm saying that it is a doubtful point. For some reason, you guys can't see past that tweet. You guys can't see past that, showing how stupid you are, how crazy you are. And if you want, go and ask my fan base. How rare is it for me to use the word stupid to address someone? Which is something that I never like to use unless the person is really deserving of that. And you guys have been like, you guys, the fan base on Nijisanji, really make me have to call you guys that. But anyway, that is basically my speculative thought. Just a random chat. If you do have your point, or if you're a Nijisanji fan base or Niji sister or Nijisanji defense force or fan base or Nijisanji or however you want to call it, thank you for watching this video. Now move on with your life. For those who actually do enjoy this, don't forget to press the like button and subscribe for more random chat where I talk about stuff that for some reason just totally random or sometimes never follow a single trend, but this time I'm milking my own content and my drama. With that being said, I hope you guys have a nice day or night. Bye.